He dropped to his knees and pointed towards the sky as the final whistle blew. Lamine Yamal had just done what most footballers can only dream of. At just 19 years old, he had become a World Cup winner. But while the world was celebrating Spain's 1-0 victory over Argentina in extra time, Yamal was already celebrating something else. A life of unimaginable luxury that most people will never experience. For mansions, a $400,000 Bugatti watch, a $1.1 billion release clause, and an income that would make most CEOs jealous. This is the inside story of how a teenager from Mataró became one of the wealthiest young men on the planet. At just 19 years old, Lamine Yamal has already achieved more than most players achieve in a lifetime. He has won both the European Championship and the World Cup, played in a Champions League semi-final, and inherited Barcelona's iconic number 10 shirt once worn by Lionel Messi. He joins a select group of teenagers to have started and won a World Cup final, alongside Pelé, Kylian Mbappé, and Giuseppe Bergomi. Spain's victory in the 2026 World Cup final against Argentina was a testament to their dominance. The match was a tense affair, with Argentina failing to register a single shot on target in 120 minutes. Ferran Torres scored the only goal in the 106th minute after Argentina's Enzo Fernandez was sent off in injury time. The victory extended Spain's unbeaten run to 38 matches, the longest ever by a European or South American team. Yamal's performance in the tournament was remarkable, even if he didn't score in the final. He had already broken Pelé's record earlier in the tournament, becoming the youngest player to score a goal in both the World Cup and a continental championship. But his influence on the pitch is matched only by his influence off it. As Vanity Fair put it, Lamine Yamal is a soccer player as electric and flashy as he is decisive, destined to be a once-in-a-generation talent. Yamal's financial rise is as meteoric as his footballing career. In May 2025, Barcelona tore up his previous contract, which promised a gross annual salary of around $1.82 million, and instead issued him an eye-watering 6-year deal running through June 2031. The contract included a release clause reportedly set at $1.1 billion, highlighting just how highly the club values its young star. According to multiple reports, Yamal now earns an estimated $18 million per year in base salary, which works out to roughly $350,000 per week before taxes. With performance bonuses tied to appearances, goals, and team success, his total annual earnings from Barcelona can rise significantly, potentially reaching $25 to $30 million per year. If you include performance-based bonuses, goal tallies, and individual awards, his total income from the club could reach $33 million per year. The contract placed him at number 10 on Forbes' list of the world's highest-paid soccer players, a remarkable achievement for a teenager. At just 19 years old, Lamine Yamal has already become one of the standout players of the 2026 FIFA World Cup and one of the highest-earning teenagers in world soccer, Diario AS reported. The contract also made Barcelona's commitment to him clear, with the club desperate to protect their gem from the prying eyes of European giants. Away from the pitch, Yamal has become one of football's most marketable young stars. His growing global popularity has earned him endorsement deals with several major international brands, including Adidas, American Eagle, Oppo, Powerade, and Beats by Dre. But it is his deal with Adidas that rakes in the most, with the soccer star taking home a reported $34 million from the 10-year partnership. According to research from respected industry publication Sportico, Yamal's endorsements are worth about $10 million annually. But that figure can be expected to rise significantly after winning the World Cup with Spain. Yamal's brand is one of the most attractive in football for commercial partners, Yahoo News reported. His sponsors include Coca-Cola, Beats by Dre, Visa, Konami, and UNICEF. While he is still light years behind the established brands of Lionel Messi, $70 million annual off-pitch earnings, Cristiano Ronaldo, $65 million, and Kylian Mbappé, $30 million. The fact that he has shot to global recognition in the summer of 2026 will start to close that gap. His narrative arc as a World Cup winner will deliver huge sales for his sponsors. Yamal's rise to superstardom has been remarkable, and after becoming a World Cup winner just a few days after his 19th birthday, the Spaniard's bank balance is set to swell, Yahoo News reported. Perhaps the most visible sign of Yamal's extraordinary wealth is his property portfolio. At just 19 years old, he has already acquired 4 mansions across Catalonia. His most notable acquisition is the mansion that Gerard Piqué and Shakira once shared in the exclusive Ciudad Diagonal urbanization in Esplugues de Llobregat. The property, designed in 2012 by architect Mireille Admetler, spans nearly 3,800 square meters distributed across several floors. The mansion features everything a global superstar could want: a tennis court, gym, music studio, wine cellar, a spacious garage, and an extensive garden protected from prying eyes. The acquisition is a testament to Yamal's growing wealth and his desire to provide the best possible life for his family. Before this acquisition, Yamal had already invested in other high-value properties across Catalonia. He purchased an apartment of approximately 180 square meters in the exclusive Barcelona neighborhood of Sarria, featuring 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. He also owns 2 properties in Premià de Dalt, a tranquil town near Barcelona popular with athletes and business people. One of these is a spacious family home of about 650 square meters equipped with a private elevator, swimming pool, wine cellar, and spectacular views of the Mediterranean Sea. The young footballer is not only successfully managing his sports career, but also thinking about the future of his wealth, reported woman Madame Figaro. Yamal's journey into the world of luxury took an extraordinary turn when he received a prize that stunned the football world. At the Globe Soccer Awards, the Barcelona star was honored with several accolades, including the Maradona Award for the most skillful player of the season. But the recognition came with an unexpected prize: a Bugatti Tourbillon watch. This wasn't just any watch. It was created by Jacob & Co., with an estimated value of $400,000. The model is a true piece of engineering, directly inspired by the Bugatti Tourbillon hypercar. Crafted from 18-karat white gold, it features 328 diamonds and 18 rubies, the latter strategically placed to replicate the rear lights of the hypercar. The most striking detail lies on the lower section, a miniature replica of the 8.0-liter V16 engine, mechanically functional, with visible moving parts. Only 150 units of the Bugatti Tourbillon will be produced. Of those, just 18 belong to the ultra-exclusive Baguette Edition, the most expensive and limited version of all, the very one received by Yamal. Some reports suggest the watch can exceed $5 million depending on its final configuration. As his talent continues to shine on the pitch, Lamine Yamal is also beginning to collect status symbols reserved for true global sports superstars. A Bugatti on the wrist that confirms his impact already extends far beyond football, reported beIN Sports. Yamal's luxury lifestyle extends far beyond watches and mansions. He travels in private jets, is seen with Louis Vuitton luggage, and wears high-end jewelry. His personal life has been transformed to match his professional success, with privacy, security, and space becoming paramount. The teenager also has a growing collection of luxury cars, though he cannot yet legally drive them all. His property portfolio includes safe garages for his vehicles, and his lifestyle increasingly mirrors that of the global superstars he is compared to. The contrast with his upbringing is stark. His mother had him when she was 16. His father had to go out and make a living scavenging on the streets to bring food home. As Yamal said during the World Cup on Cadena SER, "All I have to do is play and make the Spanish people happy." Lamine Yamal's journey from a humble background to the pinnacle of world football is a story that seems too incredible to be true. At 19, he has won the World Cup, earned millions, and built a portfolio of properties that most people will never achieve in a lifetime. But beneath the luxury and the wealth, there is a boy who never forgot where he came from. "My mother had me when she was 16. Now that's real pressure. Then my father had to go out and make a living, scavenging on the streets to bring food home. That's real pressure. All I have to do is play and make the Spanish people happy." The Bugatti watch on his wrist, the mansions across Catalonia, the millions in the bank. These are not symbols of excess. They are symbols of success. They are reminders that a boy from Mataro, the son of a Moroccan father and an Equatorial Guinean mother, defied every expectation to become one of the greatest footballers on the planet. This was not the end. It was the beginning of something far greater. The world had seen a champion rise, and the world was watching to see what he would do next.